Since I gave you guys a rundown of my first week in Japan, I figured I might as well recap the second too. So here's how my second week studying abroad in Japan went. I didn't get to record much of the first half of this week, but initially we started the week in Sangubashi, where we visited a neighborhood-friendly nursing home. The next day, we went to the Toyama Prefecture, where we visited the Itai Disease Museum and got to explore the city at night.
Hey, it's coming straight at me, and I'm recording it.
The next day, we made our way to Hiroshima, specifically the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. Walking to the museum, the sights were already beautiful as is, but there was a band that was playing that made it an even more impactful experience. Once we started roaming the museum, everything started to get a lot more deep and emotional. Basically, everything that could be documented was documented here. Showcasing people's lives before, during, and after the bombing really resonated with me. The stories of the lives that were lost due to this tragic incident had me reflecting for a while after I read through every plaque. For our next day in Hiroshima, we came back to the same park, but we got a Peace Memorial Park tour from some high schoolers that we met. This fire is known as the Flame of Peace, while this structure is the main structure honoring those who passed due to the Hiroshima bombing. Next, we visited Sadako Sasaki's memorial. She believed folding 1,000 paper cranes would help her recover from leukemia. Though she passed away, people continue honoring her by leaving her paper cranes. We made our way to the Peace Bell, which me and my group rang to symbolize nuclear abolition. We definitely rang the bell the loudest. We went across the bridge and found ourselves at a hospital that still remains standing after the bombing in Hiroshima, which is a feat in and of itself. Finally, we came to this structure where students, us included, come and honor their Hiroshima victims. We also learned about the work and daily tasks children did prior to the bombing. These girls were the sweetest tour guides ever, and they even took us to get ice cream. We left the Peace Park and started heading somewhere else. This was my favorite place we went to, and reasonably so. We took a train all the way to a ferry port, which I was baffled by because I did not expect us to take a ferry at all during our trip. Once we boarded our ferry, I noticed a large, bright vermilion gate in the water. I later learned that this was called the Otori Gate of the Itsukushima Shrine. I've been keeping the name of this place a surprise, but I'll finally tell you. It was Miyajima Island. I was absolutely unaware of the beauty that I would be experiencing firsthand, or else I would have come much more prepared. I also learned here that you cannot record inside the main worship halls, so I avoided documenting those areas. After walking through the shrine, we split off into small groups, and my group decided to hike to the pagoda not too far from where we were. It had an amazing view, and you could look down at the rest of the island from there. The deer we came across, luckily, they were quite kind to us. Yes, they got all up in our faces, but we had a lot of fun with them.
It does kind of
And this is how Saphira communicated with the deer on this island.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. How are you? Fine, thank you.
We also saw a cat as we were leaving, and it had really beautiful blue eyes. Of course, I have to show some of the fun things we did in Fukuoka, because it was the city Ibaraki-sensei did his undergraduate degree in. It is also where I had my best eats and the most fun after class. I'll be back someday, but until then, bye-bye.